Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as we're ready for Eastern Arizona College women's basketball action here tonight against the Cochise College Apaches. Hope you're having a great Friday night wherever you are joining us from, and let's get to the starting lineup for Misty Opats, Cochise College Apaches. A 5'5 sophomore from Federal Way, Washington, number 1, Allie Hardwell. A 6'3 freshman from Cameroon, number 10, Michelle Nkolo. A 5'11 sophomore from Cameroon, number 12, Fortuna Ngawo. A 5'9 freshman from Mesa, number 13, Michaela Silas. And a 5'8 sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 25, Clara Gonzalez. Cochise comes into tonight's game 14-5 overall, 9-3 in the league, and they have won 10 in a row. For Eastern Arizona College and Helican Apollo's lineup tonight looks like this. 5'10 freshman from Adelaide, Australia, 00, Sarah Dang. A 5'4 sophomore guard from Lebanon, Oregon, number 4, Mary Workman. A 5'9 sophomore from Santo Andre, Brazil, number 10, Vitoria Santana. A 6'1 sophomore from Mexico, number 14, Elva Chavez. And a 6'4 sophomore from Syracuse, Utah, number 44, Gracie Sorensen. Eastern comes into tonight's contest 19-1, 12-1 in the league, and they have won 12 games in a row. These two teams have met twice before. They split down in Douglas. The one loss on Eastern's record was at Cochise December 9th, a 56-50 win for the Apaches. Eastern in their home white uniforms, Cochise in their road red uniforms and black numbers and trim. Hope you're having a good Friday night. There is a bit of a schedule change for the late game tonight. The men's game scheduled at 7:30 has been pushed back 1 hour to 8:30 tonight. We'll have it here for you on the EAC YouTube channel. It will be Sorensen to jump center for the Monsters against Nkolo. The official breaks up the Monster pregame huddle. And it looks like we're ready to go. Monsters coming off an overtime win Saturday at Scottsdale. Maybe a little midseason wake-up call for the Monsters. We're ready to go here tonight. The toss and the tap, one into the hands of Cochise College, right to left. Silas with it, on top now to Hardwell. Near side in the corner to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Hardwell, baseline left. Her jumper won't go, and pulled down by Victoria Santana. Santana will bring it into the front court, left to right for the Monsters. On top now to Dang. Dang swings it to Santana left side. Comes right on the dribble, steps back, 3 available, on the way, good for Victoria Santana. Big shot to start this one for the Monsters, 4V, as she makes it a 3-0 Eastern lead. Hardwell into the front court, top of the key for Cochise. Left side now to Silas. Now on top, in the paint, down low, lefty to the paint, can't hit it, and rebounded out of bounds off of Eastern. It will stay with Cochise. That was Ngawo who couldn't hit that shot. It'll be Cochise basketball, baseline right, Silas to inbound. Down low, Ngawo. She'll spin left, fade away over Sorensen, puts it up and in. That's a key matchup tonight for both teams. Down low on the post. Eastern did get Manuela Aquino back tonight. We'll see her a little bit later, I'm sure, on the post. Dang into the front court, left side, stolen away. On the run, here comes Nkolo. And she double dribbled with the basketball, 15 feet from the basket. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern Arizona College. Both these teams with double-digit winning streaks. Cochise at 10 games, Eastern at 12 games. Cochise sits at 9-3 in the conference. Eastern 2 games clear at 12-1. Into the front court, Dang with it for Eastern, up 3-2. Drives left, loses the handle, ball is loose. Santana chases it down, but stolen by Hardwell. Numbers for the Apaches, back the other way. Near side, 3 ball on the way, good for Michaela Silas. And it's a 5-3 Cochise lead. If you've tuned into this one expecting a great basketball game, I think you're going to find one here tonight. Into the front court, near side, now back to Santana. Santana wants a screen with 13 to shoot. Comes right around one, gets to the glass, scoop shot is too hard, ball is loose on the floor, and we're gonna have a jump ball as Nkolo and Sorensen ties it up. Alternating possession will stay with Eastern Arizona College, baseline right. Dang will inbound from there. And the official's going to talk over about the shot clock. They've got it at 20. And they're satisfied with 20 on the shot clock. The Monsters will inbound right side with Dang. Into Mary Workman. Workman fakes the three, now drives, loses the handle, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on a reach-in against Cochise. The foul will go on 13. Michaela Silas, her first team foul of the evening. Dang to inbound, near side to Santana. Santana goes left around a screen. Now looks for Sorensen on the block. Right side, quick jumper from 8, airballs it, and pulled down far side by Silas for the Apaches. Into the hands of Hardwell. Across the logo, on top to him go Nawo. Into the left corner to Hardwell. And an offensive foul called against Cochise. But then I think the official made the offensive foul. They're going to change I think the foul was always going to be on Mary Workman, but she called offensive foul. Eastern didn't have the ball. It is going to be on Mary Workman, her first. She had foul trouble in the first half Saturday against Scottsdale as well. It'll be Cochise basketball, front court left. And on top to Hardwell. Hardwell goes right. Down low on Colo, left side, knocked away by Santana. And it will stay with Cochise with 13 on the shot clock. .13 set on the shot clock, and now Silas will inbound baseline left. Goes left into the corner, pump fake, now drive by Nkolo, cross on top to Hardwell, 10 to shoot. Gets a screen from Nkolo, goes right, fade away from 12 is short, rebound is loose, and Nkolo down low for Cochise. Now out on top for a three, in and out, no good by Gonzalez. Pulled down in the paint by who? That's Mo Chavez, and then a jump ball gonna be called as Silas ties it up. Coach DePaulo told me when I met with her pregame this is going to be a physical matchup tonight, and she is not wrong. Already physical early on. Monsters trail 5-3, 7:05 to play here in the first quarter of this one. Nkola to inbound, front court left, in on top to Hardwell. Hardwell holds up, set play. Now on top, left side, running floater, and a whistle and a foul going to be called against Gracie Sorensen. As Ngawu lost her footing and went to the deck. That'll be her first and the second team foul. Sorensen was not a fan of that whistle. I don't think anybody wearing a Monsters jersey tonight was. Coach DePaulo having a conversation with the near side official who made that call. The free throw was up and good for Cochise. A 6-3 lead for the Apaches. Make it in and out, no good. Rebounded by Nkolo, and she puts it up and in. The Apaches dominating on the offensive rebounding end, and they lead it 8-3 here early on. Workman into the front court, left to right. Left side to Dang. Dang on top to Santana. Santana goes right on Gonzalez, crosses her over, leaves it down low for Sorensen, and she's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul will go on 25, Clara Gonzalez. That'll be her first. Sorensen at the line to shoot two for the Monsters. Averages 8.5 points a game. First one spins out, no good. Monsters started with the big three by Santana to start the game, and since then it's been an 8-0 run for Cochise. with 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Second one by Sorensen is good. Cuts the lead in half, 8-4. Eastern on top. Cochise on top. Into the front court, Hardwell with it. Now on top to Gawo. Right side to Silas, can't hit. Dang with the rebound. Into the front court, left side. Dang leaves it to Santana. Near side to Chavez. Chavez to Workman. Workman around the horn. Kicks it in the corner to Dang. Wide open for the three. Good for Sarah Dang. 8-7. Eastern back to within one with 5:58 to play in the first quarter here against Cochise College. Into the front court. Ngawa with it outside. Backdoor cut to Hardwell. Hardwell loses her footing, but doesn't travel. Gets it off right side to Silas. Down low Ngawa. Turnaround jumper. Around and off, no good. And Kola with another offensive rebound for the Apaches. And she beats Chavez to the glass. Can't hit the shot. And rebounded out of bounds off of Cochise. It'll be Eastern basketball. 8-7. Cochise leads. 5:32 to play here in the first quarter. Eastern basketball left to right. Santana with it. Into the front court. Hands it off to Workman. Workman comes right on the dribble. On top to Dang. Dang goes left around a high ball screen. Looking down low for Sorensen on the catch. Goes left-handed. In and out, no good. Ngawa with the rebound down low for the Apaches. The Monsters have had their looks early. They just haven't dropped. Trailing by 1, 5:11 to play first quarter. Into the front court. Hardwell with it for the Apaches. Top of the key. Left side Gawu. Now out on top to Silas. Silas goes left, loses the defender, gets it back, fires, no good. And a whistle and a foul called underneath against Eastern. It's going to go on Mo Chavez. That'll be her first and the third team foul. It'll be Cochise basketball baseline right. And into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 13, Manuela Aquino, the 6'1 freshman from Brazil, making her return from injury. She's missed the last 10 days or so. Back into the lineup tonight. Hardwell with the ball, top of the key against Dang. 8-7, Cochise on top, 4:50 to play here in the first quarter. Now right side to Gonzalez, drives, gets to the glass, and scoops it up and in. 10-7, Apaches on top. Into the front court, Santana with it left side. Now drives down low to Gracie Sorensen, can't hit, but a whistle and a foul gonna be called against the Apaches. The foul will go on 25, Clara Gonzalez, her second. And that'll put Gracie Sorensen to the line to shoot 2 more. 1 out of 2 at the line for her. Her only point so far tonight. Cochise is bringing help side defense strong across the paint. And Sorensen has been open a couple of times. If the Monsters can get some of those to fall, it's a nice game plan to beat Cochise. Hits the first to Sorensen. And second one on the way in and out, no good. Rebounded out of bounds off of Aquino. Into the Cochise lineup will be 21, Amina Muhammad, a 5'8 sophomore from Phoenix. And it'll be Cochise ball with a 2-point lead, 4:30 to play here in the first quarter. Into the front court, Hardwell with it. Right side on the drive, Muhammad pulls up, leaves it short, pulled down by Dang for the Monsters. On the run near side. Dang in transition, drives left, step back, elbow jumper, rolls in for Sarah Dang. 5 points for Dang tonight, and the Monsters have tied it at 10 with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hardwell into the front court. Left side, Ngawu goes left, down low to Nkola. She spins, blocked by Aquino for the Monsters. And the Eastern has possession. Into the front court, Santana with it. Santana left corner to Dang. Dang comes out of the corner on the right-handed dribble. Now leaves it to Workman. Workman goes left, finds some room. Running floater left-handed too hard. Pulled down by Silas. Silas into the front court against Workman. Top of the key. Now Hardwell will reset. Goes right on the dribble. Kicks it in the corner to Muhammad. Muhammad back to Hardwell on the right angle. 16 to shoot. Tie ball game, 10-10. Left side to Silas. And the corner to Nkolo. Back to Silas. Silas spins, can't get rid of Mary Workman. Top of the key, three ball won't go. Pulled down by Sorensen for the Gila Monsters. Easton will slow it down a bit with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, tied at 10. Into the front court, Santana with it, goes right. Now left around a screen, step back, near side to Workman. Workman fires a three from there, front iron, good for Mary Workman. The shooters roll for Mary Workman, makes it a 13-10 Eastern Arizona lead. Their first lead since it was 3-0. Hardwell into the front court. Top of the key against Dang. Goes left around a screen. Pulls up from about 15. No good. Pulled down by Nkolo. Nkolo is going to be called for a travel. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern Arizona College. There's going to be a flopping warning called against Cochise College. One more and it'll be a technical. Into the Cochise lineup, 34, Alexis Reese, 5'11" sophomore. And into the Eastern lineup, number 24, Ashlyn Clarkson. Also into the Cochise lineup, number 15, Shanice Reed. Workman with the ball right side, drives left, and she is hammered on the way up, and they're going to say it's off of her knee and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to Cochise with 2:12 to play in the first quarter. 13-10, Eastern on top. Coming up here at the end of the first quarter break, we're going to talk to Bob Dahlstrom from Valley Telecom Group. They are sponsoring tonight. They've got some fun, exciting things they're going to be doing at halftime. We can tell about that and some of their service as well. That'll be coming up at the end of the first quarter. Hardwell into the front court, top of the key. Lobs it down left side to Reese. Reese backs, spins to the glass. Offensive foul called on Alexis Reese. Spun with the elbow up high, and that will be an offensive foul every single time. That'll be a turnover back to Eastern. That'll be the first on Reese. And the fourth team foul. Monsters ball with a 3-point lead, 1:52 to play in the first quarter. Dang with the ball, top of the key. Right side to Aquino. Aquino now to Clarkson. Clarkson down low, catch and fouled is Victoria Santana. She'll be fouled by number 15, Shanice Reed. That'll be her first. That'll be the 5th team foul, so that'll put Santana at the line to shoot two. Santana averages 15.9 points a game this season, her first trip to the line. First one on the way and good. Monsters by 4, 14-10 with 99 seconds to play in the first quarter. Now back to the line for a second. Santana fires, back iron, no. Reese pulls it down for the Apaches. Into the hands of Hardwell. Into the front court on the right-handed dribble on top. Ngawo. Now a long three by Silas is too hard. Rebounded by Clarkson. Quickly up on the outlet to Workman. Workman leaves it to Santana. Drives left baseline around Reese. And an offensive foul called on Victoria Santana as she ran over Hardwell, who came over on the defensive help. That'll be her first. Into the Cochise lineup, number 4, Liamzi Acuna, a 5'5" freshman from Tucson. It'll be Cochise basketball. Into the front court, right corner. Fake the three by Reed. Now back out on top. Comes right on the dribble, back to Reed. Reed drives left into the lane, steps through, blocked by Aquino, her second of the ball game. Now into the hands of Dang. Dang sprints it into the front court left side. Down low to Santana, she catches, off the glass too hard. Rebounded down low by Ngawo. Into the front court now with Hardwell. Hardwell top of the key, left side now to Reese. 35 seconds to play first quarter, Monsters by 4. And a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. It'll be on Ashlyn Clarkson. That'll be her first, but it'll be the 5th team foul. 14-10, Eastern leads, 31.4 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ngawu out the line, her first one is good. And now back to the line for her second. with a 3-point Eastern lead. Sinks both of them. Makes it 14-12 Eastern with 30 seconds to play. There is like 0.6 different between the shot clock and the game clock. The Monsters can take it all the way down, though, to zeros. Aquino with the ball left side. Down low to Clarkson. Clarkson spins, goes to the glass, and scores for Ashlyn Clarkson. 16-12 Monsters. 13 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Hardwell into the front court, on top to Reese. Swings around left side to Acuna. Now back to Reese. Thinks about a deep three. Now drives left. Cut off there by Chavez. In the line. Stolen away. Picked up by Eastern. And that's the way the first quarter comes to an end. With the score, Eastern Arizona College 16 and Cochise 12. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and chat with Bob Dahlstrom from Valley Telecom right after this. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. I'm joined now by Bob Dahlstrom, who is with Valley Telecom Group. And you guys got some fun planned for halftime of this game and the men's game that's way later tonight now.
Yeah,
tell us about what you got going on.
Yeah, we're coming out for Neon Night out here, and we put on a halftime show. And what we do is we encourage students to sign up. We draw 4 random names of students at halftime of each game. And each one gets a chance to take one shot to win up to $100, depending where they want to shoot from.
That's depending, so 100 would probably be half court, yeah?
Yeah, 25 for a free throw, 50 for a three-point, 100 for half court.
And you're doing that in the women's game and the men's game.
Yeah, and rumor has it that the athletic director, Paul Demuth, will also be coming out here trying his luck.
Well, he is a former Eastern Arizona College basketball player, so join me here for a little bit as we do a little play-by-play. It's Eastern basketball to start the second half. Dang with it, top of the key, working against Hartwell near side. Gets a slip from Clarkson to the paint, and one for Ashlyn Clarkson. She got the slip, she caught it, and got the basket. The foul will go on 22. Check that, 12. Fortuna Ngawu, that'll be her first, and Clarkson to the line, trying to make it a three-point play for the Monsters. And so talk a little bit about why Valley Telecom comes to games like this and does that.
Well, we're a rural internet provider, right? And now our latest community we've brought our fiber optic network to is Thatcher. But there are so many students that come here from all over our serving area, like Safford, Wilcox, Morenci, Duncan. And we love getting out in the community. That's a beautiful part about being a cooperative and being a rural company. As we live where we work where we live. And this is a way for us to come out and give a little back.
And speaking of giving back, defensive effort there by Eastern Arizona College. Allie Hardwell picks up an offensive foul. Eastern Arizona College draws the charge. That'll be her first, second team foul. Monsters lead 19-12. And so will we not see a Bob Dahlstrom attempt tonight? You
will not see a Bob Dahlstrom attempt. My doctor probably won't. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're going to have everybody else take a shot. I'll be on the mic on halftime on the floor.
Well,
and we also have some stuff that the EAC cheer and pom will be throwing into the crowd as well.
Awesome. Well, you guys, I've worked with you in other capacities for many years, and appreciate all the stuff you guys do for our area. And it's fun to see you guys out. And I know that broke college students will love $100 if they can get there. Sarah Dang gets around a screen and puts it up and in. The Monsters go up 21-12. Bob, thanks for joining us, man. I'm going to try to get back to focusing on the basketball game.
Yeah, it's a fast-moving game, Lee.
That is Bob Dahlstrom with Valley Telecom Group. Thanks for joining us. Eastern leads 21-12. Reese fires a long three. That's no good. Aquino with the rebound. It'll be Eastern basketball left to right, 21-12. Eastern leads with 8:55 to play in the first half. Dang with it, on top to Aquino. Aquino goes around a Clarkson screen, hands it off to Chavez. Chavez goes left, pulls up from 12, off glass too hard, and pulled down by Muhammad for the Apaches. Into the hands of Acuna. She'll bring it into the front court, right to left. 8.5 to play in the first half. Monsters with a 21-12 lead. Right side, throws it away. Dang picks it off on the run. Near side to Laney DeLynn, who's into the lineup. She scoops it up and in. Timeout, Cochise College. The Monsters have run out to a double-digit lead, 23-12 over Cochise College. We'll take a break as well. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here inside Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us. 8:24 to play first half. Eastern leads at 23-12. Cochise basketball. Acuna into the front court. On top now Nkolo. Down low. Knocked away by Eastern. Stolen by Dang. Ball's loose. On a roll and out of bounds off of Eastern. It'll be Cochise basketball. And Misty Opath, the head coach for Cochise College, is extremely upset at the officials. She thought that should be a traveling against the Monsters, but I don't know that she ever had the ball long enough to qualify as a travel. Into the front court. Right side. Muhammad with it. Out on top now to Silas. Down low to Ngawu. Ngawu goes right, pulls up left-handed. Back iron no good. Clarkson with the rebound for the Monsters. Off to Dang. Dang into the front court, left to right. On top to Aquino, right side to Dang. Dang backs it out with 13 to shoot. Goes left, now on top to Chavez. Mo drives. Steps through, left-handed, off glass too hard, and out of bounds off of Clarson's foot. It'll be Cochise basketball. Eastern leads 23-12 with 7:20 to play in the first half. Acuna into the front court, right side, swings it around to Muhammad. Muhammad holds it above her head on top to Nkolo. Now she'll come left. Hands it off to Silas. Silas against Delin. Goes right. Now left. Can't find a three. Gets it to Ngawu. Goes right against Clarkson. Fadeaway jumper on the way. No good. And Aquino with the rebound for Eastern. And then she loses her footing in the backcourt and the ball. The Eastern coaching staff wanted a foul on Acuna, but the official that was right there shook his head and said there was no foul. She just lost her footing. 6:54 to play first half. Eastern leads 23-12. Silas to inbound. Front court left. Down to Ngawu. Goes left against Clarkson. Cut off there. Back on top to Acuna. She'll fire a three. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Clarkson. She's had some big minutes here in this one for the Monsters. Into the hands of Dang. Monsters lead by 11. Into the front court. Hands it off to Delin. She'll drive right. Kicks it into the corner to Aquino. She'll fire from there. Around and off, no good. Clarkson with the rebound, and she's fouled on the way back up. Strong move by Ashlyn Clarkson to get the offensive rebound. The foul will go on for Leamzi Acuna. That'll be her first. 4-team foul. Back into the Cochise lineup will be Hardwell. And number 25, Clara Gonzalez. And back into the Monster lineup, Gracie Sorensen. We have not seen the lineup with Sorensen and Clarkson in at the same time this season that I can remember. Maybe for short minutes, but not extended period. And we'll see what they do with 6:28 to play as Clarkson hits the first. In and out on the second, and Colo with the rebound. Off to Hardwell near side. Monsters with a 12-point lead. Into the front court. Allie Hardwell with the right-handed dribble. Goes right against Dang. Tries to get to the baseline. Cut off there. Out on top to Ngawu. Left corner to Muhammad. Drives the left baseline. Scoop shot up. No good. Rebounded out of bounds off of Eastern. It'll stay with Cochise with 12 on the shot clock. Now they're going to put 20 on the shot clock. It did hit the rim before it went out of bounds. Muhammad inbound baseline left. Into Nkolo, and bounces off of her hands out to Gonzalez. For Cochise, she'll go left on DeLynn. Around the horn, reverse layup, no good, but a whistle and a foul going to be called. I think DeLynn going to get caught on that one. It is her first, and that will put Cochise at the line. Clara Gonzalez, 5'8" sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, to the line. 24-12. Cochise looking for their first points of the second quarter. As the first one in and out, no good. Gonzalez back to the line for her second. That one on the way, rattles home. And a whistle and a foul called on the rebound against Gracie Sorensen. That'll be her second. She talks to one of the other officials to ask about watching Cochise holding. And so it will be Cochise ball, baseline left, in on top to Hardwell, around to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes left, nearly stolen by DeLynn, gets a screen, goes right with it, leaves it back to Nkolo in the paint, loses the ball. She gets it back and rolls all the way around, but no travel call. Hardwell tries to hit one, no good, rebounded by Ngawu. Her follow is up and good. 24-15, Eastern leads it with 5:32 to play in the first half. Dang into the front court, goes right on the dribble, hands it off to Chavez. Chavez to DeLynn, left side, around a screen, top of the key, wide open for a three. Lets it fly and buries it for Lainey DeLynn. 27-15, Monsters are back by 12 with 5:13 to play in the first half. Hardwell into the front court, left side to Muhammad. Muhammad gets a screen, now crosses over left. Chavez gets back. Fadeaway jumper is good by Amina Muhammad. 27-17, Monsters by 10 with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Dang into the front court, left side. And tries to hand it off to DeLynn, and she's fouled by Clara Gonzalez. That'll be the 5th team foul, so that'll put Eastern at the line. They'll shoot the last 4:51 of this first half. That'll be the 3rd on Gonzalez, and Sarah Dang to the line to shoot 2. Dang averages 9.1 points a game for Eastern. In for the first time tonight, a 5'9" freshman from Douglas, number 33, Carolina Padilla. Dang to the line for 2. Her first one is good. 28-17, Eastern back on top by 11. Pretty good crowd in here on a rainy, cold day in southeastern Arizona. Second one in and out, no good by Dang. Ngawu with the rebound. 28-17, Monsters, 4:45 to play in the first half. Hardwell into the front court. Goes left to Ngawu, now on top to Padilla, around right side to Muhammad. Muhammad underneath into the corner to Padilla. Out on top to Ngawu. She'll drive left, steps through. Running floater is good for Ngawu. 28-19, Eastern on top. 4:21 to play first half. Dang into the front court. Top of the key, left side to DeLynn. DeLynn goes left on Padilla, and a jump ball going to be called as DeLynn and Padilla tied up. Alternating possession will give it back to the Apaches. Victoria Santana into the Eastern lineup, replacing Elva Chavez. 4:12 left first half. Eastern leads 28-19. Hardwell into the front court now for Cochise. Top of the key. Left side to Ngawu. Backdoor to Padilla. Loses the handle and stolen away by Santana. Long outlet pass to Dang. Dang steps through. Right-handed and scores it for Sarah Dang. Nice move across the paint for Dang to make it a 30-19 Eastern lead here in this one. Hardwell into the front court. Swings it right side to Muhammad. Comes left around a screen from Nkolo. Now on top to Hardwell. Hardwell drives. Around a screen again right side. Back to Nkolo. She's going to try a long three. In and out, no good. And Santana with the rebound. Santana into the front court. Nearly double dribbled. Off to DeLynn. Now back to Dang near side. Into the paint to a cutting Clarkson. Clarkson right side Sorensen for a jumper, and she gets it from 12 feet near side for Gracie Sorensen. 32-19. Eastern's trying to stretch this one out with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Hardwell on the standing right-handed dribble. Middle of the floor. Comes left, works against Dang, hands it off to Padilla left side. Padilla back on top to Ngawo. She'll drive, now left against Sorensen, kicks it in the corner to Padilla, out to Hardwell for a long two-point jumper, and she rattles it home from the left side. Timeout called by Eastern Arizona College. 2:41 to play in the first half. Eastern leads it 32-21. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Monsters lead at 32-21 over Cochise College. Eastern trying to send their winning streak to 13 games in a row. Cochise has won 10 of their own in a row headed into this one. Eastern basketball, Dang with the ball on top, goes left on the dribble, now drives left side, running floater, no good, but a foul going to be called, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul will go on 10, Michelle Nicola. Sarah Dang to the line to shoot two for the Monsters. 32-21. Eastern leads. Dang's first free throw is good. 33-21 Monsters. Now Dang back to the line for her second. That one in and out, no good. Rebounded by Ngawo. Leaves it for Hardwell into the front court. Works against Dang. Left side now on the right-handed dribble. 2:20 to play first half. Monsters by 12. Left side to Ngawo. Ngawo out on top. 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Clarkson, and she loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with Cochise with 20 on the shot clock. Mohammed will inbound baseline left for the Apaches. Into Okolo. She'll go right, around Aquino. Right corner, Ngawo, jumper won't go. Aquino with the rebound for the Monsters. Hands it off to Santana. Santana off to Dang. Dang goes left to DeLynn. DeLynn comes right around a screen, loses the handle, and stolen away by Colo. Back to the Apaches, off to Hardwell. Hardwell drives against Dang, cut off on the baseline, nowhere to go. Out on top to Muhammad. Muhammad goes right around a screen. Looking down low, nothing there. Out to Hardwell with 15 to shoot. Hardwell with the standing dribble. Takes a step inside the line. Can't hit. Rebound is loose. And out of bounds off of Clarkson again. It'll stay with Cochise College. The official's going to come to this. The official's going to come to the scores table and talk about they're going to put 7 on the clock. It was a full reset, and it was a good catch by the Monster coaching staff. Into Ngawo, left side, quick catch and shoot over Clarkson, and she scores for Fortuna Ngawo. 33-23, Monsters by 10 with 75 seconds to play in the first half. Near side Aquino, down low to Clarkson, has it poked out of bounds by Ngawo. It'll stay with Eastern with 19 on the shot clock. Dang will inbound baseline right for Eastern. Check that, it'll be Santana who rotates over to inbound. Looks for Dang in the right corner. Offensive foul called on Lainey DeLynn. who put her left hip into Hardwell as she was coming through the paint. That'll be a foul on her, her second. Third team foul. 70 seconds to play in the first half. Hardwell with the ball left side, Monsters by 10. Back on top to Hardwell, now to Colo. Colo drives, right side, tries to get it to Ngawo, and she can't hang on to it. It goes out of bounds back to Eastern Arizona with 55.6 seconds to play in the first half. Aquino into Santana. Santana goes left on the dribble, now back on top to Dang. Dang, right side to Santana, catch and shoot a three, and they're going to call an illegal screen against Eastern Arizona College down low. That'll be called on Manuela Aquino. That'll be her first, fourth team foul. So last two possessions, Monsters got dinged with the offensive foul on the illegal screen. It'll be a turnover back to Cochise College. It's neon night. I think we've got a light show coming up at halftime by the Eastern Arizona College cheer team. No good on the long three by Padilla, pulled down by Mohammed. Right side to Ngawo. 15 to shoot, 27 to play in the half. Hardwell into the front court, goes left around a screen. Down low to Colo, back out to Hartwell. She'll drive into the paint, running floater, no good. And a foul going to be called against the Monsters. We'll see who they get. It's going to be on Aquino. That'll be her second. That'll put Hardwell at the line to shoot two for Cochise. She took a big fall. She did sprint full speed into the paint, ran right into Aquino, and was a little slow getting up. The first one on the way by Hardwell, in and out, no good. Hardwell averaged 7.2 points a game this year for Cochise. Into the line, Hartwell's second is up and in. 33-24. Eastern on top with 10 seconds to play. Into the front court, Dang. Wants to go one-on-one. Crossover, goes left on Hardwell. Gets into the paint to Clarkson at the buzzer. Count it for Ashlyn Clarkson. And that's the way we go to halftime here at Eastern Arizona College. 35-24. Monsters lead it by 11. We'll be back for a quick recap coming up right after this. Welcome back inside here at Giteau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. 35-24, Eastern leads it over Cochise at the break. Let's take a look at the stats here at halftime. For Cochise, Allie Hardwell has 3, 2 points for Michelle Colo. Fortuna Ngawo has 11 to lead Cochise. Michaela Silas with 3, Clara Gonzalez with 3, and 2 for Amina Muhammad. That's 24 points for Cochise College. Cochise College is 4 of 13 from the floor, 30% in the first quarter, 5 for 16 in the second quarter for 31%. They have shot 31% from the floor for the game. 16.7% from 3. They are 1 of 6, and 62.5% from the foul line. For Eastern Arizona, Sarah Deng with 11 points, 3 points for Mary Workman. Victoria Santana with 4 points for Gracie Sorensen, 5 points for Lainey DeLynn, and 8 points for Ashlyn Clarkson off the bench for the Monsters. Eastern has shot 60% from the floor, 80% from 3. They are 4 of 5 from 3. That is 80%, and 58% from the foul line. It always makes me chuckle when a team shoots 80% from 3 and only 58% from the foul line. But Eastern outscored Cochise 16-12 in the first quarter, 19-12 in the second quarter. Eastern's biggest lead has been 13. Cochise's biggest lead has been 5. That'll do it for our halftime report. We'll come back for the second half coming up after this. Welcome back inside here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you as we're ready for second half action here between Eastern and Cochise. Eastern, the top team in the ACC EAC, coming into this one. They are 12-1, 19-1 overall. Their only loss was December 9th down in Douglas at Cochise, 56-50. Eastern leads at 35-24 at the break. Eastern will start with Chavez, Dang, Santana, Sorensen, and Workman. Cochise will start with Hardwell, Colo, Ngawo, Silas, and Mohammed. Eastern basketball right to left. On top, Sorensen with it, back to the basket. Backs it back out, right side, hangs it off to Dang. Dang drives, running floater, high off glass and good for Sarah Dang. 13 points for Dang tonight. She leads all scorers in this one. Hardwell into the front court. On top against Dang. Looking for a screen, picks up her dribble way outside. Near side Ngawo. Back to Hardwell. 11 to shoot. She'll drive right, spins left, loses the handle. Off to Mohammed. Mohammed jumper won't go. She gets her own rebound though. Turnaround jumper is good for Amina Mohammed. 37-26. Eastern's lead down to single digits. Into the front court, Santana with it. Top of the key. Hands it off to Dang. Dang comes left, off to Workman. Workman goes right around the screen into the corner to Santana. Fires a three from there. Good for Victoria Santana. 40-26 Monsters, their largest lead of the contest. Into the front court, Hardwell with a set play. Left side to Ngawo. Fade away, off glass, no good. Santana with the rebound for Eastern. Pushes it into the front court. All the way to the glass, and she is hammered as she slides into the padding underneath. The foul, I think, will be on Ngawo. We'll see when they report it. It will be. That'll be her second.
Number 12, Fortuna Ngawo, her second.
That'll put Santana at the line to shoot two.
Santana.
First one by Santana is good. 8 points for her tonight, 41-26 Eastern. These two teams will be back at it again tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Coteau Gymnasium. Part of the two-game series schedule this year. Second one by Santana is up and in as well. 42-26, 9 points for Santana tonight. Monsters lead. Hardwell into the front court. On the right-handed dribble, near side to Mohammed. Mohammed goes left, back to Hardwell. Hardwell comes right, crosses over Dang, finds some room, leaves it short. Rebounded by Santana for Eastern Arizona. She'll bring it herself into the front court off to Dang. Dang left side to Workman. Workman drives left, has it poked away and stolen by Silas. She'll bring it into the front court herself against Workman on the top of the key, near side to Hardwell. Hardwell swings it right side to Silas. Silas against Workman. Gets a screen from Colo. Now wants to give it to Colo on the roll. Finds some room. Pump fake. Nothing there. Out to Mohammed left side. Mohammed drives. No good. Rebounded by Colo. And rebounded by Sorensen on a miss. And Victoria Santana lost a contact. And the officials are going to give her a second to put it back in. That looks like her left eye. That's got to be, you know, when everybody's staring at you trying to put a contact back in. Look, I don't wear contacts, so I don't know. Eventually that must get easier, but, you know, that just seems like a hard process to begin with. It looks like she's going to be okay. Into the Cochise lineup will be Alexis Reese, along with Liamsi Acuna. Eastern basketball with a 42-26 lead. Chavez into the front court on top to Santana, right side to Dang. Comes left around to screen. Looking to somebody rolling to the basket. Nobody there, so Dang will back it back out on top to Santana. 15 to shoot. Santana goes right. Now crossover, finds some room. Runs into the defender and out of bounds off of Eastern Arizona College. Santana hit the deck hard on that one, trying to limp that one off as she comes back across the time stripe. As we anticipated, a very physical matchup here tonight, but Eastern leads at 42-26 with 7 minutes to play in the third. Into the front court, Mohammed drives, too hard off the backboard, rebounded by Sorensen. Into the hands of Santana. Santana right-handed dribble into the front court, left corner to Chavez. Chavez drives, gets around Reese. Scoop shot is too hard, and Ngawa with the rebound. Off to Acuna. Acuna brings it into the front court. Dang will pick her up at the three-point line. Right side to Ngawu. Goes against Sorensen, right side. Backs her down, no good. Good defense there by Gracie. She didn't. The official blew her whistle because I think she thought that ball went in. And so that's an inadvertent whistle. And Eastern will get the ball back. Into the Cochise lineup, number 15. That is Shanice Reed. Eastern basketball into the front court. Chavez with it, right side. Pulls up from 17 on a quick shot, no good. Rebound is loose. Chavez gets it back and hits the deck. Has it stolen away by Silas. Silas on the run for Cochise into the front court. Off to Acuna. Acuna goes right against Dang. Into the corner to Reese. Reese spins in the paint and one. And the foul will go on Chavez. That'll be the first, check that, the second on Elva Chavez. She'll head to the bench. Back in is number 13, Manuela Aquino. And to the line, Alexis Reese trying to make it a three-point play for the Apaches. 42-28, Eastern on top, 6:06 to play in the third. Fires the first and good. 42-29, Eastern by 13 with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Dang into the front court with the left-handed dribble. Right side to Santana. On top to Workman. Workman goes left around a screen from Sorensen. Back to Aquino. Right side to Santana. Santana goes right, pulls up from 12. Good for Victoria Santana. 44-29 Monsters, 5:40 to play in the third. Acuna into the front court, goes left, off to Reese. Reese drives around Santana, and she puts it up and in. 44-31, first bucket of the night for Reese. Oh, for Reed, excuse me. Into the front court, Workman with the ball left side. Off to Santana, goes left on Reed, goes to the glass and lays it up and in for Victoria Santana. Reed into the front court, right side against Santana again. 46-31 Monsters. Goes right, poked away by Santana and out of bounds. It will stay with Cochise, baseline right. Into Reese, but then the officials are going to, it looks like the shot clock reset to 20 and it should have been at 21. They reset it to 21, and now Cochise will inbound right. Off to Reese. Now to Reed. Back to Reed near side. Gets a screen from Reese, goes right, tries to get through the double team, and she's going to be fouled by Aquino. Oh, they're going to call it on 0. Sarah Dang, that'll be her first. Second team foul. Into the Eastern lineup will be Ashlyn Clarkson, replacing Gracie Sorensen. Clarkson had 8 points and 5 rebounds in the first half off the bench. Silas to inbound, gets it to Reese, and a whistle and a foul called against Ashlyn Clarkson, and Reese will go back to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the second on Clarkson. Reese with 1 point tonight. 3 points, because it was an and one on the last trip down. You're right. 3 points for Alexis Reese. Make it 4 as she hits the next. Reese back to the line for her second. That one rattles home as well. 46-33 Monsters by 13 with 4:48 to play. Into the front court, Workman with the basketball for the Monsters. Off to Santana, and a whistle and a foul called on Acuna. That'll be her second. Second team foul as well. It'll be Eastern basketball. Front court left. Santana will inbound. For the Monsters. In on top to Dang. Back to Santana. Around a screen. And an illegal screen by Aquino. And that'll be the second time she's been called for an illegal screen today. That'll be her third. And it's the movement right as the defender gets past her. You've got to be set as the defender goes by you. Acuna into the front court, right side to Reed. She'll drive, loses the handle, stolen away by Workman. Workman up ahead to Dang, back to Workman. Workman to Aquino. Dribbles it out on top to Workman. Workman right side to Santana, 19 to shoot. Santana hands it off to Dang. Dang gets a screen from Clarkson. Goes left. Now back to Santana. Santana, a deep three. Short. Rebounded by Reese. Into the hands of Acuna. Top of the key. Right side to Reed. Reed goes right. Pulls up from 8. Right side too hard. Rebounded out of bounds off of Clarkson. It'll stay with Cochise. Allie Hardwell back into the Cochise lineup. I'm going to put 16 on the shot clock. Silas will inbound baseline left. Lobs it in on top. Ngawo goes right against Clarkson. Can't hit the layup. Reese with the rebound. It won't go. Gets it back. It won't go. Gets it back a fourth time. It won't go. Gets it back a fifth time and puts it up and in. So 5 offensive rebounds that time for Reese. And the putback. 46-35. Monsters lead down to 11. Into the front court. Santana with it right side. On top to Dang. Dang goes left on the dribble, hands it off to Workman. Workman drives into the paint, left-handed off the glass, rolls out no good. Silas with the rebound. Near side Hardwell. Hardwell sprints it against Dang, cut off on the right baseline. Out to Ngawo, now to Silas, right angle. Lobs it around to Hardwell, left side. She'll drive, crossover. Now swings it back near side to Silas. She's going to try a 3 from there. Good. And the Monsters lead at one point was 16, is all the way back to single digits now. 2:52 to play in the third. Eastern 46, Cochise 38. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Hope you're having a good Friday night wherever you are joining us from. 46-38, Eastern Arizona College on top over Cochise College. It will be Eastern basketball. Length of the floor. Cochise College, 9-3 in the league, 14-5 overall. They've won 10 in a row. Eastern has won 12 in a row. Monsters basketball, Dang with it on top to Santana. Santana to a cutting Clarkson. Clarkson hit but no foul, loses the handle. Picked up by Hardwell. Hardwell in the lane to Ngawo, no good. Rebound is loose and out of bounds off of Cochise College. It will be Eastern basketball. Eastern Arizona College men's program in action later tonight against Cochise. That game has been moved back to 8:30 p.m. for a start time. 2:28 to play here in the third, 46-38. Eastern on top. Santana into the front court on top to Aquino. Right side to Dang. Dang down low to Clarkson. Clarkson goes spins left side and leaves it short. Ngawo with the rebound. Off to Hardwell. Monsters have got looks here in the third quarter. And the shot clock was at 8 seconds, and there was no way that's possible. They're going to put it at 26. I think there's a new shot clock operator tonight. Baptism by fire. Into the front court, right side. Reese drives around Aquino, can't hit the shot. Pulled down by Santana. Santana on the run, right side. Coast to coast. Now backs it out on top to reset with 20 to shoot. 1:46 to play in the third. Monsters lead 46-38. Clarkson with the ball, goes right, spins left, gets to the glass, too hard. Pulled down by Ngawo. Into the hands of Hardwell. Hardwell drives right side, kicks it out of bounds, and it will be Eastern basketball. Substitute into the Cochise lineup will be number 10, Michelle Colo. It'll be Eastern basketball. Length of the floor, 1:29 to play in the third, 46-38 Eastern. Workman with the basketball, top of the key now, works against Silas. Left side to Aquino. On top, and an illegal screen called against Clarkson out on top. That is the 5th illegal screen called tonight between the two teams. That's the 3rd on Clarkson, so she will head to the bench, be replaced by Gracie Sorensen. Cochise basketball, backcourt left. 1:20 left in the third. Monsters lead by 8. Hardwell into the front court. Straight away. Now left side to Acuna. Acuna down low to Ngawo. She spins and will have a jump ball as Santana and Ngawo tie it up. Alternating possession will stay with Cochise with 18 on the shot clock. It'll be Cochise basketball. Baseline left. Silas to inbound, knocked out of bounds by Workman. It will stay with Cochise, baseline left. Hardwell will inbound from there. Into Ngawo, left corner. Out on top to Acuna. Acuna back to Hardwell, left side. Gets a screen from Ngawo, comes near side, drives the lane, over Dang. Floater is good for Allie Hardwell. 46-40, the closest Cochise has been since the first quarter. Dang into the front court, right to left. Standing dribble, stolen away by Colo. Gonna go to the glass, can't hit. Rebounded by Hardwell, and she puts it back up and in. 46-42, Monsters by just 4 here in the third quarter. Into the front court, Santana with it, standing dribble. 20 seconds to shoot, 24 seconds to play. Trying to direct some traffic. Santana wants to go one-on-one against Acuna. Comes left around a screen, leaves it to Sorensen in the lane, loses the handle, ball's loose, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll stay here with Eastern with 2 on the shot clock. Laney Dahlin will be back into the lineup, replacing Workman. Dang will inbound baseline right with 2 seconds to get it off. Dang to Dahlin, reverse layup is good for Laney Dahlin. And that's the way the third quarter will come to an end. Hardwell throws it at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the third, Eastern 48, Cochise 42. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. Welcome back inside here at Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Cochise outscored Eastern 18-15 in the third quarter to cut the Monster lead to 6. It'll be Cochise basketball to start the fourth. Eastern will start the fourth with Santana, Dang, Dullin, Sorensen, and Aquino. Hardwell with the basketball for the Apaches. Top of the key, drives right on Dang, right side to Reese. Reese drives the bucket, lays it up. Offensive foul called against Alexis Reese. The foul will be on 34, Alexis Reese, her third, no basket. It'll be Monster basketball. Misty Opat in the ear of the official after that call as she runs by. Into the front court, Santana with it. Santana goes right, hard hedge, ball's loose, and we're gonna have a jump ball as Santana's arm was landed on by Acuna. It will be Eastern basketball on the alternating possession. Aquino will inbound. Front court left for Eastern. Aquino in on top to Santana. Santana goes right around a screen. Keeps coming against Acuna. Kicks it out to Delin, but a whistle and a foul. The baseline official blew his whistle like he was going to call a foul, but he was overridden by the far side official that said out of bounds off of Eastern. So no foul, just a turnover back to Cochise. 9.5 to play, Monsters by 6. Ngawu with the ball, left side against Sorensen. Gets to the glass, too hard. Gets her own rebound back, kicks it on top to Acuna. Wide open for a three, good. 48-45, Monsters lead by 3. Led by as many as 16 here in this one. Delin on top to Dang. Dang goes left. Hands it off to Santana. Around a screen. Now backs it up with 10 to shoot. Santana goes left. Pump fakes the three. Now takes the three. Short. Rebounded. Out of bounds off of Cochise College. It will be Eastern basketball. In the corner with 20 to shoot. Dang will inbound from there. Now they'll rotate Delin over there. In on top to Sorensen. Now to Aquino. Aquino top of the key to Santana. Loses the handle, stolen by Acuna. Into the front court for the Apaches, near side. On top to Hardwell. Hardwell left side to Silas. Silas works against Delin. Goes left, now to Ngawu. Ngawu, pump fake, steps through over Sorensen, no good. Aquino with the weak side rebound. Off to Santana. Monsters holding on to a 3-point lead with 8 minutes to play. Dang now with the ball right side to Aquino in the corner. Aquino comes left on top to Santana. Santana drives left, kicks it to Dang. Left side for a three. Short, rebound is loose, and it will be a jump ball as Aquino and, nope, they're gonna call a foul, gonna be called on whom? Manuela Aquino? That'll be a foul on Aquino. That'll be the 4th on Aquino. Into the front court. Hardwell with the ball, right side. Works against Dang. To Acuna, left elbow. Now back right side to Hardwell. Hardwell back to Acuna, fires a three. In and out, no good. Nope, it's in. The shooter's touch for Acuna, and that ties the game at 48. Only the second tie of the night. We were tied at 10, and we're tied at 48. Into the front court, left side to Delin. On top to Dang. Dang goes right on the dribble. Now back to Aquino, near side. She's gonna fire a three from there. That's an air ball and a turnover back to Cochise. Timeout Eastern. 7:07 to play, 48-48 here between these two. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here at Eastern Arizona College. Monsters and Apaches tied at 48 with 7:07 to play. Lee Patterson with you this Friday night. Hope you're doing well here in a big NJCAA Division I women's basketball game. Cochise basketball after the timeout. Into Hardwell. 7:05 to play, tied at 48. Into the front court, right side. Hardwell hands it off to Silas, goes left on to Lynn. Finds some room, jump stop, turn around, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Reese. The follow, no good. Rebounded by Sorensen for the Monsters. Into the front court, Sarah Dang with it. She led Eastern and scored in the first half. She'll go right to the elbow. Now left, finds some room. Running floater is good for Sarah Dang. Her first points of the second half. Second bucket of the second half makes it a 50-48 lead for the Monsters. Hardwell into the front court, right side to Reese. Reese against Aquino, backs her down, now spins, and we'll have a jump ball as Dang and Reese tangle up. Jump ball, it will be Cochise basketball, baseline right, with 17 on the shot clock. Silas to inbound. Lobs it in on top to Ngawo. Looking for Acuna. With 10 to shoot. Left side to Hardwell. Hardwell goes left, pulls up, jumper, no good, and a foul going to be called on Sarah Dang. You got to let the jump shooter land. That'll be the second on Dang. Hardwell to the line to shoot 2. 7 points for her. Make it 8 as she hits the first. 6:05 to play. Monsters by 1. Hardwell back to the line for her second. In and out, no good. Rebound is loose and out of bounds off of Eastern Arizona. It will be Cochise basketball. Silas will inbound baseline left for the Apaches. Into Reese, left corner. Now back to Acuna, on top to Hardwell. Hardwell down right side to Ngawo. Ngawo drives the baseline, and that's going to be and 1, and that's going to be the 5th foul for Aquino. That'll be the 5th. That'll be the 5th foul on Manuela Aquino. She's out with 5:53 to play, and Cochise taking their first lead of the second half. Clarkson back into the lineup. And Ngawo at the line, trying to make it a 3-point play for Cochise. That one rattles out, no good. Reese with the rebound on the offensive end. Cochise will get another shot. And they're going to put 15 on the shot clock. With 5:47 to play in the game. Ngawo will inbound. Front court left for Cochise. Into Silas. Chased by Delenn. Near side to Acuna. Acuna now between the circles. Right side to Reese. Reese kicks it out of bounds. It will be Eastern basketball. Reese trying to say it went off of Eastern's foot, but it definitely went off of her foot out of bounds. 5:32 left in this one. Monsters trail by 1, 51-50. Into the front court, Dang with the basketball. Right side, hands it off to Santana, on top to Sorensen. Left corner to Delenn. Now on top. Down low now to Clarkson, spins, has the ball stolen on the way to the basket, and we'll have a jump ball as Reese and Clarkson tie it up underneath. It'll be Eastern Arizona College basketball with 7 on the shot clock. Delenn will inbound, baseline right. With 7 to shoot. Gets it into Dang. Down to 6. Dang goes left, keeps driving. Pump fake, floater in and out, no good. Rebounded by Sorensen, and the ball's loose. Picked up by DeLynn, and then a whistle and a foul. And they're going to separate the teams. I don't think there was a timeout.
Official timeout.
We'll see what they're talking about. There was a foul called on Silas, who was laying on the ground, and I didn't see anything else that warranted sending the teams to their benches. We'll see what the officials talk it over. They're still standing down at the far side free throw line extended, talking about that last foul. DeLynn got the rebound, and Silas had hit the deck, and then a whistle was blown, and then the teams were separated. So we'll see if we can read lips. The coaches are going to come together. That looks like it's going to be technical fouls, a common foul and a technical foul called against Cochise, if I read that correctly. The officials still talking with the coaches on the near sideline. Angelica DePaulo seems to be satisfied with the call. And the officials, I don't think Misty Opat likes the call. That tells me it's going to go against Cochise College. So here's the call. A common foul on 13 and a technical foul on 13. Michaela Silas is what I'm reading from way up top here. We'll wait for Jeff Skiba to announce.
Against number 13 for the Cochise Apaches, Michaela Silas.
So just one foul, an intentional foul. So an intentional foul called on Silas, her second. And that'll put Eastern at the foul line with Victoria Santana to shoot. The intentional foul free throw. Up and good. She'll get one more. And Eastern should get the basketball back as well. Tied the game at 51. Second one on the way and good. Big free throws there by Victoria Santana. Eastern will get the ball at midcourt. 5 minutes to play, 16 on the shot clock. Actually, they just reset it to 30 on the shot clock after the foul. Clarkson will inbound at midcourt for Eastern. Into Dang in the backcourt. Right to left. Out on top to Sorensen. Sorensen left side to DeLynn. Far side to Dang. Dang down to Sorensen. Sorensen backs her way down, has the ball stripped and picked up by Hardwell. She'll sprint it into the front court left side. Now off to Ngawo. She'll hand it off to Acuna at the time strike. Monsters by 1, 4.5 to play. Acuna against DeLynn. Goes right, now back left. Now off to Hardwell. Hardwell against Dang. 12-foot jumper good for Allie Hardwell. 53-52 Cochise, 4:16 to play. Into the front court. Santana with the top of the key. Gets a screen. Now goes left against Acuna. Drives. And a blocking foul called against Cochise College. The foul will go on number 4. Acuna, that'll be her third. It'll be the third on Acuna and the third team foul. That'll put Santana at the line to shoot 2 more for the Monsters. Santana's first free throw is good. 16 points for her tonight, right at her season average. Now back to the line for her second. Fires that one short, rebounded by Ngawo. She'll bring it into the front court herself, near side, works against Clarkson. Now back out on top to Acuna, now to Hardwell. Hardwell against Santana. Goes right, hands it off to Acuna, fires a three, good. 56-53. Cochise by 3. Their largest lead of the second half. 30-35 to play. Dang into the front court. On top to Santana, right side. Now goes left around a screen. Picks up her dribble, down low to Sorensen. Sorensen goes left to the glass, too hard. Rebound is loose, and Silas pulls it down out on top. Here comes Cochise on the run. All the way to the right corner, now back on top to Hardwell. Hardwell against Dang, 3:08 to play, Monsters down 3. Ngawu for 3, in and out, no good. Santana with the rebound for the Monsters. Santana leaves it for Dang. She'll bring it into the front court. Top of the key, lobs it to Santana. Santana out to DeLynn. DeLynn drives to the glass, no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on Ngawo. That'll be her third. That'll put Lainey DeLynn at the line. 7 points for her tonight. Averages 4.3, so nearly doubled her average. Her first free throw is good. 56-54. Monsters trail by 2. DeLynn's second is good as well. Gets the Monsters back to within 1 with 2:42 to play. Acuna will bring the ball into the front court against Santana. Goes right. Now on top to Silas. Silas against DeLynn. Goes right, double team comes, ball's loose. Clarkson can't get it, but Santana does. Transition 3, in and out, no good. Dang with the rebound though for the Monsters. Out to Santana, drives the lane, no good. Rebound is loose, Sorensen with it. Out to Dang, and the Monsters have 10 to shoot. I don't believe the shot clock reset. They don't see the time, 7. Goes left, Dang, and an offensive foul called against Lainey DeLynn. That'll be her third. It'll be Cochise basketball with 2:05 to play. Leading by 1. Acuna into the front court with it against Santana. Top of the key, goes right. Hands it off to Reese. Reese on top to Hardwell. Hardwell wants a screen. Goes right, now back left, around the top. Into the corner to Ngawo. Ngawo crossover, steps through, off the glass and good. 58-55, Monsters trail by 3 with 98 seconds to play. Looking to avoid their second loss to Cochise this season and keep alive the 12-game winning streak. Sorensen with it to DeLynn. Left corner to Santana. Goes right around a screen, steps back. Long 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded out of bounds off of Reese. It will be Monster basketball baseline right. 77 seconds to play. Dang to inbound baseline right. Into DeLynn, off the glass, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on whom? 34, Alexis Reese. That'll be her 4th. That'll put DeLynn at the line to shoot 2. First one is good for Lainey DeLynn. Monsters trail by 2 with 76 seconds to play. Second one on the way, good as well. 2 for 2 for Lainey DeLynn. Monsters down 1, 74 seconds to play. Silas into the front court, hands it off to Hardwell. Timeout, Cochise. 1:09 to play. Monsters down 1. We'll be back after this full timeout. Welcome back inside here at Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. It's been a tightly contested one, as we suspected coming into this one. Eastern split on the road at Cochise in December. Eastern trail by 1 with 69 seconds to play. It'll be Cochise basketball, front court right, Reese to inbound. Down low to Ngannou on the block, out on top to Hardwell, left side to Acuna. Back to Hardwell, 18 to shoot, crossover, spins in the lane, blocked by Sorensen, and we're gonna have a jump ball called as Reese ties her up. Alternating possession, we'll leave it with Cochise with 58.7 to play. We're gonna put 30 on the shot clock. Cochise can take it down to 28 seconds to play. Silas to inbound baseline right. Into Ngannou. Goes left, steps back through, right side, and no good. Rebounded by Clarkson. Into the hands of Santana. Monsters down 1, 49 seconds to play. Left-handed on top to Dang. Dang against Hardwell. Right side to Santana. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebounded in the lane, but a jump ball called. Nope. It's gonna be a whistle and a traveling violation called against Cochise. It'll be Eastern basketball. Misty Opat halfway on the floor. And now the official is walking her back off the floor. The student section asking for a technical. And a timeout called instead by Eastern Arizona. 32.5 seconds to play. Monsters trail by 1, 58-57. We shouldn't have expected anything else than drama when these two match up. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you, 32.5 seconds to play. Monsters will have a full shot clock, so they can work it down to 2.5 seconds to play if they want, but they trail by 1. Trying to keep the 12-game winning streak alive, move it to 13. Clarkson will inbound baseline right, or excuse me, front court right. For the Monsters, down 1. In on top to Santana. Santana goes left, keeps coming left. Now crosses over in the corner to Dang. Back to Santana. Down one. Fires the three. That's short. Rebounded by Clarkson. Loses the handle. And we're going to have a timeout called by Cochise. Eastern only needed a two, but yet stood outside the three to shoot the long one. And with 17 seconds left, they're going to have to foul right away and send Cochise to the line in this one. Timeout on the floor called by Cochise. They lead by one in this one. Monsters fell 56-50 in Douglas on December 9th. That was their only loss this season. Monsters led 35-24 at halftime. And trail now 58-57 with 17 seconds to play. It'll be Cochise basketball the length of the floor. Except for they use their timeout to move the ball into the front court. Reese will inbound there. Eastern still probably going to have to foul right away. Gets it to Clara Gonzalez, and she's fouled by Lainey DeLynn. Gonzalez has not been in the game for a while. That'll be the fourth on DeLynn. That'll be her fifth, or that'll be the fifth team foul, and that'll put Clara Gonzalez at the line. Averages 9.6 points a game. Monsters trail by one. Only 1.1 second came off the clock. Gonzalez to the line for two. First free throw is good. 59-57. She'll get one more. Fires. Good. Timeout, Eastern Arizona College, trailing by three, 15.9 seconds to play. They'll take their timeout, I'm sure, and advance it into the front court. We'll be back for the final shot of the game after this.
30 seconds.
.9 seconds to play. Monsters trail by three, 60-57. Eastern will inbound front court left. Sarah Dang will inbound. Monsters need a three to tie. Dang will inbound. Lobbed it into right side Santana for three. No good. Rebounded by Dang. It goes in, but it was over the backboard, out of bounds. No basket. And with 10.5 to play, timeout called by Cochise. Monsters still trail by three, 60-57. Now with just 10.5 seconds to play, Cochise will take a timeout, advance it across midcourt again. And Eastern gonna have to play defense. Gotta actually probably foul right away. That's the question. Do you foul and put them to the line and go up two possessions, or do you just let it play out and try to go for a steal? We'll see what the Monsters have decided. Cochise will inbound, front court right. Alexis Reese. Into the backcourt to Hardwell. She'll go left, being chased by Dang, and a whistle and a foul called on Victoria Santana. That'll be her second, and that'll put Hardwell at the line to shoot two. 6.4 seconds to play. Hardwell. First one on the way and good. 4-point lead for Cochise with 6.4 seconds to play. Second one on the way and good. That makes it a 2-possession ball game, and Eastern's going to need a couple of shots with only 6 seconds to play. Santana into the front court, fires a 3, off glass, no good, and Cochise College comes on the road and beats Eastern Arizona College 62-57, ends the Monsters' 12-game winning streak. Cochise's win streak goes to 11. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and recap it right after this. Welcome back inside here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Final score, Cochise wins it by the final of 62-57 over Eastern Arizona College. Let's take a look at the scoring first for the Apaches. 12 points for Allie Hardwell, 6 points for Acuna, 2 points and 6 rebounds for Nkolo, 15 points and 10 rebounds for Ngawo, 6 points and 4 rebounds for Silas, 2 points for Reed, 4 points for Muhammad, 5 points for Gonzalez, 7 points and 9 rebounds for Alexis Reese. For Eastern Arizona College tonight, 15 points and 3 rebounds for Sarah Dang, 3 points for Mary Workman, 16 points and 6 rebounds for Victoria Santana, 11 points for Lainey DeLynn, 8 points and 7 rebounds for Ashlyn Clarkson, and 4 points and 5 rebounds tonight for Gracie Sorensen. These two will match up again tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock right back here at Eastern Arizona College. We'll have it for you right here on the Eastern Arizona College YouTube channel. Don't forget, the men's game will be coming up. If you have joined on looking for the men's game, that game will be an hour away. 66 minutes until tip. They move the game back until 8:30. So we will be back at 8:30 for Eastern Arizona College and Cochise College. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back in about an hour. Good night.